Castaneda. I'm from Guatemala. I came here when I was 3 on my birthday. I landed in Toronto and then we came to Winnipeg. I've been part of the Catholic Christian community and I kind of left it for many years. How I came to this church, I met Peter at a Dollar Tree and he was handing out flyers and he wanted to give me a flyer and I said no, like I have for many years, and I walked away from him not thinking anything of it. And literally across this room something said to my heart, listen to it. And right there I felt warm and I turned around and I followed him. What I said to him from across the room, where's your church? And he said, come Sunday at 9 or 11. So I decided to come at 9. I saw someone praying very intensely and it brought me joy. Yeah, and that's why I kept on coming back. 3 years ago I had a stroke and that stroke left me, was in the center of my motor skills and speech center. So they thought I was going to lose the way I speak and how I was moved around my motor skills. I still tried to work instead of taking time off. I fell off ladders and I fell downstairs. I went for an MRI and I had a dot on my speech center and my motor skills. And I've gone for 3 other MRIs since then. The second one was exactly the same. I had that same dot that was clear. They showed me, the doctor showed me and said, you have a problem here. We want to do surgery on you, but we need to plan how we do it. And I didn't really want to do the surgery, but if I did it, they were saying that how I was speaking, how I was walking, it might get worse, but there's a small chance it'll get better. So it's kind of like they're saying, you should do it. And then the 3rd year, this year I went back, had my 3rd MRI, and when the doctor was reading it, he was looking at it, and I could see him, he was like looking at it like this, and I asked him what's wrong. He's like, there's nothing wrong. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, that dot that you've seen for 2 years is gone. That never happens. I'm like, I still don't get it. And he's like, well, you could tell that you sound better, you're walking, you're moving better, everything is gone. So they did a couple more tests and they said it doesn't show any signs that you had a stroke. So on the tests, it showed them that nothing had happened. And we had talked about it for 3 years, that I had a stroke, this is the recovery, this is the surgery, and I had to get all these things done. But I was skeptical of doing it because I didn't want to get it done. And then the 3rd year they were telling me there's nothing there. They ended up having a meeting with like 6 doctors to review my case because they can't see anything. They thought that dot moved, but it didn't go anywhere, it just disappeared.
After the interview, Brother Eddy mentioned that he wanted to note that just before his last MRI scan, he came to church for a prayer meeting in the basement, and many people were praying there. A brother told him to kneel and pray, and another touched him on the head and prayed that God should release him from the pains. Eddy said he cried that day, and since then his life began to change week after week. Praise be to the God of extraordinary wonders.